How's it going, guys? Skoks. Checking in this morning. Did not record last night after the Hawks and Ducks late night hockey game. Uh, Somehow we get shut out by the Anaheim Ducks. Funny that we, you know, just skate all around them. The last matchup when Bedard went off for his 5 point game. Unfortunately, things did not go very well for Bedard and the Hawks this game. Final score was 4-0. Shutout for the 11th time this season. The Hawks were lots of shutouts, like I mentioned before, but not surprising when you look at the cast, right? When you look at the roster, the lineup, and just unfortunate, because you want these guys to get on the board at least, right? One time during this game, but unfortunately that did not happen. But I will run the intro really quick here. Yeah, so let's start off with the lineup for the game. 4-0 loss to the Ducks. Bit of a weird lineup. Didn't love it, right? Pretty consistent with the lines, but a few guys in and out, right? Looking at the first line, Foligno, Bedard, Kurashev. Second line, Athanasiou, Tyler Johnson, Lucas Reichel. Third line, Landon Slaggert, Dickinson, Anderson. Line four was Donato and Radish. But Entwistle did not play last night against the Ducks. Instead, Jared Tenorti was plugged in for that decor, right? So seven defensemen and 11 forwards. Didn't love it. Um, don't love the balance of it. Just doesn't help out the offense at all, right? Having Tenorti in there. And it seems like they wanted to have Tenorti in there for uh, the roughhousing, and he had a fight against the Ducks last matchup, and he fought once again last night. But the fight was timed very, very poorly, right? Hawks had an ozone rush with Bedard, and we were set up pretty well going into the zone, and Tenori just, they started to fight off camera, off of the broadcast view. So I was wondering what happened, but terrible timing. We had a rush, so that's just bad on him. Don't love that he was in the lineup. He's been super, super inconsistent this year, right? Just positionally, he's basically just in there to fight people, and that's cool and all, but he's really hurting the team along with that Jacob Magna pairing with Korchinski. I don't think that they mesh well together. Korch and Magna don't love how that looks and how that looks on the ice. Don't think they play very well together right now, but it is what it is. And believe there are 11 or 12 games left now, so we are winding down. But that's your D pairings basically, right? To close out the year, Vlasic Jones, Korchinski Magna, Kaiser Zaitsev, and Tenorti was plucked in there, right? Arvid Soderblom was in net tonight. Seemed like a decent game in that first period, but unfortunately did not end that way, right? A few soft goals, just his positioning was way off, and it's just unfortunate to see how he's played this year, and having that young decor in front of him with a few stopgap players, right? With like Zaitsev, Magna, and Tenorti, it's not helping him out, but a very disappointing season from him, and just not a great game from him after a few good games, right? From Arvid. So too bad for that. But let's run through the game stats really quick here. Let's check on some numbers because last night was not a fun game. It was not fun, but let's check it out. Shots on goal, 29 shots for the Hawks, 25 for the Ducks. Face-off percentage back down again. Don't love seeing that, right? 41.7% face-off percentage. So drastically lower than where it was before. Ducks were at 58.3. Power play percentage, 20%. 1 for 5 for the Ducks. 0 for 1 for the Hawks. The penalties tonight were just all over the ice. Officiating could have been better, right? A few soft calls here and there, like with Foligno and Bedard. Bedard, I believe, got called up for 2 penalties tonight. And, I mean, just unbelievable. 5 penalties tonight, right? It's just too many. And obviously, they only capitalize on one of them, but still, you're keeping your better players off the ice during that penalty kill, and that's not helping anyone. Looking at the penalty minutes, 22 for the Hawks, 14 for the Ducks, adding in those fights. So for the hits, 29 hits, 20 hits for the Ducks, but 29 for the Hawks. A bit of a chippy game, right? Looking back at that last Ducks and Hawks matchup, pretty chippy. People were pushing around, pushing and shoving, but hey, man, that's what it is. And just a rough game all around, right? Looking at block shots, 14 block shots for the Hawks, 11 for the Ducks. Giveaways, 9 for the Ducks, 7 for the Hawks. Takeaways, 11 for the Ducks, 6 for the Hawks. Sloppy game. A few good chances. Lucas Reichel, I thought he had a few good looks, just did not get the best shot on net. Or a lot of deflections, a lot of block shots, like I said, 11 and 14, but can't get the puck to the net, right? 29 shots on net. Looking back at it is an okay number, right? But I think I would like to find the high danger chances because I think we had a few tonight, but just not enough where we're really putting stress on the goalie, which was Lucas Dostal for the Ducks last night. So just rough in that area. But let's glance over the goals for the game for the Ducks because obviously we did not get on the board. So a Bedard pointless game, which doesn't sit well with anyone, right? You like seeing him get on the board, right? Not going to go crazy, but love to see him on the board, whether it's a goal or an assist, helping out his numbers, for the Calder Cup or for the Calder, right? He's obviously going to win it, but like seeing those numbers on the board. So first goal came in the second period here, 3 minutes in. Tipping from Alex Killorn. Don't know why he's on the Ducks. I believe he signed there in the offseason. Got a nice little payday, but being on the Ducks is just, that's not fun either, right? Hey, I'd like to have him on the Hawks, right? Top 6 role, that would be cool. But yeah, that's weird just seeing him on the Ducks after he's played for the Tampa Bay Lightning for a little while, right? Brett Leeson gets on the board again, just like last game. He had 2 goals, right? But he had 1 goal tonight, 9 minutes into that second period. Makes the game 2-zip. Nice snipe past Soderblom. So good on him, but would like to see a few big saves here from Arvid. Alex Killorn gets on the board again with a snapshot. Makes the game 3-zip. About 18 minutes into that second period for his 14th goal of the season. Third period, power play goal. Frank Vetrano, his 30th goal of the season. That's weird to see. 10 and a half minutes into that third period, makes the game 4-zip. 30th goal. I believe he was an all-star this year, but they have to pick a player from each team. So obviously he's their top goal scorer right now. And yeah, he gets on the board for the Ducks in the third period, makes the game 4-zip. And that's all we have for scoring tonight. sloppy game, right? Effort was okay, but just the chances, right? We cannot capitalize on the scoring chances. Got to have more high danger chances. Would love to see those go in more, right? Let's get some goals here to finish off the season. Bedard finished strong. Korchinski played uh, rough and tough tonight, right? In the corners, thought he showed a little more aggression, which I didn't really have a problem with, really leading up to this point where Coach Luke, he mentioned it, right? About the playing tough, but I think he's played pretty chippy. Kevin Korchinski, but yeah, cool to see that. Wyatt Kaiser thought he's played okay since he has returned to the lineup. Landon Slaggert, uh, you know, a few games in now, thought he's played well, decently, right? He's skating well. He's trying to move the puck well, but the line mates are not ideal for him. But thought he's played okay, and that's cool to see. Soderblom, we don't know. Lucas Reichel, okay game from him as well. But let me check for the next matchup for the Hawks here. Let's see. I believe it's the Sharks. Yeah, we played the Sharks on Saturday. Let's see what time. 9:30 p.m. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. But Hawks and Sharks 9:30 p.m. Central Time. That's crazy. On Saturday. So very late game for the Hawks on Saturday night. But we'll be back to wrap that up. Hawks and Sharks be a goal, right? Please don't get shut out. And yeah, we will be back Saturday. We will see you then. Let's go Hawks.